Promotion presents Cream. Yes, cream of the crop. The best of the best soca DJs out of Brooklyn and Queens. Come party with the best of the best every other Saturday at 9 p.m. starting from April 2nd through July 23rd at 204 Parkside Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Get your $20 early bird tickets at eventbrite.com. This event will also be streamed live globally. Photographers and videographers will be on site to catch you in your best party mode. Advance tickets, $20. At the door, you pay more. Season 1, Episode 1.
Well, it's on the Ridealong, so it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess you call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell.
Ridealong live, I mean, yeah, it's a real deal. Yeah. Okay. As I was saying, that you guys didn't hear, welcome to Ridealong Live for today. All right. If you're watching for the first time, or if you're watching here, if you've been around for a while, I want you to press that thumbs up. Press that thumbs up, because it's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday, and we're happy to be alive, right? We're happy to be alive. Yes. And I was also saying I want to big up Rona Marshall. I saw her first. Lacey J, I saw you first. Welcome, one and all. Now, I was saying also that this story that we're about to hear today is a story that I really been following for a while. The young lady had contacted us a little while ago, but now is just the right time to hear her story. She's been through tremendous hardship, right, throughout her life. And she's in a position right now that I believe the only recourse that she could have taken is to come on social media and voice it. Just a few days ago, this young lady took to social media on her own page and broadcasted an incident that occurred with her while she was in her home as police and child protection authority, while she was breastfeeding her child. Police and child protection authority came to her home, knocking on her door, and she was so fearful, tears, because she didn't want to give up her kids, or she didn't want to give up her child. And she's been through so much throughout her life, guys. So I really want everyone to listen to her story. Now, I know oftentimes we have a lot of people who judge situations, and I understand, people, some people are here for the entertainment and they miss the big picture. But I want us to listen carefully and have respect for the guests, right? Listen to her story, guys, because I believe that what she's going through right now could have happened to any one of us. Any one of us could have succumbed to what she is going through right now. So support is very, 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 very necessary at this point in time. So we're going to start very briefly. Right before I tell you about thanks to our sponsors, the people who keep us running here on the program, I got to tell you guys also that on the 13th, could we put back up that flyer, the first one? On the 13th, if you're in New York, or if you're going to be in New York, I'm inviting you guys to my birthday party. It's going to be on May 13th in Brooklyn. It's 178 Newport. It's called Night Mass. So we're doing it different, guys. We're doing it different. It's a celebration. So you get free body paint. You get free glow sticks. It's a really, really good vibe. Come in there and play with us. It's my official birthday party, and we're taking it in full glow. Way white, so you could glow even more. So it's a glow party happening on the 13th of May, and that's in Brooklyn. You're guys gonna hear more information on this event coming up. You guys want to miss it. Even if you guys are in England or Canada, come on down, man. Come down and celebrate with us, man. Come down and celebrate with us. Come down and celebrate with us. Again, that's May 13th. May 13th. Put it back up. May 13th. May 13th. Want to see everybody in the place. It's Night Mass, May 13th in Brooklyn. Tickets go on sale pretty soon. All right, guys. Okay. So as I said, my next guest been through a whole lot. And let me bring her up on and invite her onto the program right now to share her story. Hello, are you there? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, thank you so much for deciding to talk with us a bit about your story. I understand that it's difficult because whenever you talk about stuff like that, it brings up a lot of emotion, but I think you're doing it for all the right reasons, and hopefully by the end of the program we could get you some assistance because we know that you're going through a lot. So let's start. Just tell the folks, the viewers, a little bit more about yourself, and how do you want us to refer to you on the program today? I know you're on the phone lines. How do you want us to refer to you today as?
I want them to refer me as problem survivor.
Problem survivor. All right. That's going to be your name, survivor. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and we're going to listen.
Okay. Actually, I'm a quiet person, eh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm a quiet person, I love the Lord, and I want to live for Him, but if you want to live for the Lord, no, Junior, like you have to be around with actually grounded people that will understand you and that will turn a listening ear to you. Because if I want to go to God, I come like a baby in Christ, because our baby will creep before they walk.
Right.
So it's by stages, it's by step. Yeah.
Okay. Based on, talking with you earlier and some of the stuff that you shared with me, it is so heartbreaking. So let's start from your early upbringing, your early days. Tell us about your early life. Let's start from there.
Yeah, okay. Well, since I was, let me take my time.
Yeah.
Since I was 10, 11 years, I was actually molested by my stepfather, sexually and physically. So I will report him to the police station, and my mother will cover up for him and tell the police, well, oh, she land the man, so nothing to really come out of that also. Well, after that come and happen, my uncle came and raped me at my young age in 2005 at age 11. Well, I went to court. They bring me to a doctor that is a pediatrician. She see about babies and children and stuff like that. So I was actually passing slight blood because he forced himself on me for some food that he had us to give me for my mom and all of us to share. But my mom tell him, let she come for the food, but he say no, he want me come for the food. So when I go, he lock up all his room, all his windows, and peeping every time to see who passing, because I is a slim, I don't big. I is a slim young lady, and he big and he stouted. He have a size. He does security.
Right.
And he will come and force himself on me. And when he find his private cannot go inside of me, he gave me the food to go. And he told me, hush, don't say anything. So I went back home and I told one of the neighbors, and they brought me to the police station. And I gave a report in the police station. Well, they bring me to doctor. Well, they find the evidence that yes, he did it because I was passing a slight blood. And they had court and whatnot. Well, they had him in the prison, and he don't spend long up there. He come out. Well, since from that, I don't know when last I go by Victoria side in St. Max up there. Well, from that, when they take me to the pediatrician and stuff like that, they bring me down to a home in Grenadian. Well, I was in the home there, and actually, while I was in the home there, I was going to a primary school because I didn't pass common entrance on my first chance. I passed on my second chance, and I get to go to Wesley College by the park in the stadium there, by the stadium. So while I started going there, because in the home now, we will have people coming there and help us with our homework and stuff like that. Well, me and one of the residents fall out. Well, she actually hit me to my face because I had a problem with my vision.
Right. Just pause there. Stick up in there. Stick up in there. I don't want to cut your story. I want you to go ahead and tell us all the story. But I have one quick question to ask right there. When all of this stuff was happening to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where was your mother and where was your father?
Well, my father was, they say from Calivini, something so, but I don't really know if he's my real father. I don't really know if he's my real father because I understand he was with my mom, but she fell in love with him through a bike he used to ride.
Okay.
And yes, since I was small growing up, he leave me and go to Holland and married to a white woman. So all that years he was up there.
Yes. Okay.
So I really, yeah.
And your mother, was she told about the sexual abuse? Did you tell her? Did you speak to her about it?
Yes. Yes, I told her, you talking about with my uncle?
Yes.
Yeah, I told her about it. And she, to me, like, she don't really do nothing to say. She don't take it serious because, you know, when children tell parents, they thinking that the children lying.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So in other words, they would not have believed your story. They would think that you're making up a story.
Yes. Yes. Because them now will look at it as I is the one causing the problem.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead from where you stopped there, because there's so much to the story. There is so much. I hope we could get to all of it, based on the things that I want to focus on. But go ahead, and I'll just ask you some quick questions in between and kind of guide you. But go ahead with the story.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, and then me and that resident, we end up fighting. But I was wearing glasses at the time because my stepfather gave me some lashes to my head, which affect my vision. So I've been wearing glasses since I was small.
Right.
So when I went there, they take me to an eye specialist. So I went there, and the eye specialist ball, I almost go blind in my right eye. I almost go blind. So all the what they call it, the when they put your face up to the screen, they have this kind of clear thing they put in for you to see, to read the letters. Yeah, he will try a couple of these until he get it recuperated. You know, my side back intact to know what lens to give me to shoot the frame.
Right.
So yeah, so he will give me a thick glasses. You know, I cannot wear shades or nothing. But I think they call it transaction lens. The glasses.
Transitional.
Yeah, transitional. Yeah. Thanks for the correction. Transitional lens. Yeah.
Right.
So yes.
Okay. So that stage of your life, that happened. You never got any assistance. You never got any kind of counseling. It just happened. And as a child, I could imagine how damaged you feel. You probably felt abandoned. You probably felt, unloved. You didn't have that parenting upbringing and stuff like that. Let's move ahead a little bit now. Going to school and becoming a little more grown. Yeah. Growing into adolescent and adult.
Yeah. Well, I was going to Wesley College. I finished level 1 to level 5. And I will tend, I'm good at things, Right. But then again, according to how the teacher teaching, I will grasp a little. So sometimes I will say, go it over again. And some of the students will tend to quarrel. Because when I I had us to sit down in front of the class. So even if the teacher write in white chalk, I will tend to squint my eyes to fight to see on the blackboard. Or sometimes I will see just a little and my eyes will get blurry and dim and run a lot of water. So I will actually stop and take down notes from one of my friends, my school friends. But I was good in the food and nutrition field, where they will say you have to prepare meal for convalescence or a body party and stuff like that. Yes, I was good in that field.
Right.
Well, I did CXC and everything, and I get a grade 2 in food and nutrition. But all the rest of subject, nothing.
Right. So because of the site and because of all of that stuff, you don't.
Yes, it kind of keep me back.
It affected you. It affected you.
Yeah. It kind of slow me down.
Right. Talk about support and family and people to help you along. Did you have that kind of support?
Well, when I used to go to college, I was in another home in Richmond Hill by the prison for the girls. They will call it emergency shelter. And then I told them I want to learn a trade in the New Life organization, that is NULO.
Right.
So I went there because first you have to go into the ADP section, Adolescent Department Program.
Right.
So you will go, So you will go there and learn a trade, and according to how you do, you will go on to, let's say, maintenance or plumbing or engineering or so, or IT or nursing, whatever you want to do.
Right.
So I did cosmetology and hospitality. At cosmetology had to do with pedicure and manicure and to do with your nails and hair and things.
Right.
So I'd get little support from the home, by in the home. Yeah.
Right.
And then I reached a certain age and they released me to my mom. But before they released me to her, I had a vision where this guy chopped her on her right hand. And the next day she called me and she told me, look at what this guy do to her hand. And then, that time I was 16 years. And then they had me in the mental institute because they all think that I was getting all mad, all crazy and everything, because I'm like to myself, what am I doing here? Everybody out there having freedom. So what I'm doing, lock up inside here? What? They fence wrong everything, no family, nobody coming and look for you, nothing. And things, so it's like you in a jail. So it's like I feel like nobody like me. It's like mother, father, everybody seems to reject me. So I'm like, what? So I'm like, what am I in the world for? Because it's like thing just seems to be going in a mess, like in a chaos. Like things seems to be going not right. Like thing just,
Yeah. Hold on, pause there right again. I want you guys to listen to her speak, right? I want everybody who's watching the program right now to listen closely to her speak, because this is a person that they deemed as incapable and crazy and mad. But just speaking to you and you're able to put all these stories together, chronologically tell us this story. You don't sound like a mad woman. You don't sound like a crazy woman. To me, you seems like you're on point. You articulate exactly what happened to you from since you was a child. Well, I want you to talk to us now about the fact that they deemed you to be a mad woman. They put you inside what they call the madhouse, and what treatment they gave you when you was inside of there. Talk about that.
They gave me Respirodon 2 is a actually wrong orange kind of oval coated tablet with a split in the middle. So when I take one, it will seems to have my brain like seems to be blank, like completely blank, like I can't function how I used to function, and it will make my mouth heavy like if I'm catching a stroke. Even my mouth will tend to run water, and they will have me locked up in an isolation room, eating for myself, bathing, changing for myself, off from people, and all locked up in a room for myself.
No interaction with people. No interaction with people. Nobody coming around and hug you. Nobody talking to you. You're just isolated from the world.
Yes, for myself. And then I will tense. Well, I said, well, doc, the medication you give me, look at what he's doing to me, Well, he lessened down on the dose and he put it to 1. And then he gave me Cogentin 2 milligram tablet. Cogentin.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Go ahead.
So I will take those tablets as how I used to take it. Well, come now as the school part. Yeah, when I was like they released me to my mother, I think she and a other man had a relationship going on while she's with her boyfriend that is our stepfather. And she used to go down in the man house and take the man thing and come up with a lot of bread because he used to cook and thing in the mad house, bring up a lot of bread from the hospital. So that time they had gone in Yolo, I had a room for myself because one of my little brother, he was in Form 3 in St. Mark Secondary School and stuff like that. And she and my stepfather, that is her boyfriend, was in the other room. So like while I'm in Yolo, I will stay up for the week and come down on Fridays because I just want a break from this problem they're giving me home. So I will lock the room and I will go with the key. And by the time I come back the Friday, I meet all my things dig up in a mess. So when I talk about it, my mother boyfriend, which is my stepfather, will come and he will like, what in mother ass do you? House is yours? House is yours? And getting on and hyping up and everything, And I used to go to school with stress, and everything because you see, people would not really know because you see, people will take you for a joke because they will just watch you and say, well, okay, you have a big job, you this or that, but they don't know that you are very eating up on the inside like poison. Right. They would not know. Yes. And
they wouldn't know of the trials and tribulation that you had in the early part of your life. They wouldn't know that you were sexually abused. They don't know that you feel abandoned. They don't know the treatment that they give you.
Yes.
They don't know nothing. All they see is you, and they deem you to be crazy, and they treat you as if you are crazy.
Yes.
Sad.
So, yes, Mr. Junior. So then, the man now who, like, used to work now in the crazy house, well, he passed across on the side shore because me, her, and the other neighbor was sitting down on the tree. They call it the windbreak because you have a big tree over it and a wooden bench.
Right.
So she say, how this person pass across the house like your brother? So his own suddenly, when the person come close by, because he have a stone right in front of us, we be sitting on a big stone that only a excavator could move out of the way. Stone as that size.
Right.
So I say run. So when I tell her run, she kick out she boots and she run, because I see the person on the stone with a knife and a flashlight in the hand coming to kill her, And then when I run, I say, oh God, well, my mother dead. So he hugged me and he said, oh gosh, you're making too much noise. I just call your mother to ask her something. And then he tripped on the stone and he fall down. So I don't know how it happened. I just see she push open her neighbor door and she end up inside it, shaking, frightened, all thing. So I go behind her. So we call the police and then they come. I think the police that is with the kind of greenish suit, I think they call them inspector. Yes.
Right.
Yes. One of the guy come from the police station. And then he say, well, you all will have to sleep there for the night and we will come in the morning. So my mother said, no, afraid, because he kicked down half a she do. So when he kicked down half a she do, the police asked the neighbor, because you have to walk from our home to come up a little more by the neighbor shop. So he asked them if he could rest up there for the night.
Yeah.
I just stay in the room there, because when the room was, he had a Bible open there, and I just feel my skin just raise and my blood run cool. I say, no, something to right around this house. So when the man of the shop now open the door and he go outside, he see the man heap up board in front of it to light the whole house afire to kill all of us in it,
Wow.
So when thing now, he tell us, he say, no, all you can't stay. I can't afford to lose my business and lose my house. So we call the police and then they come to us, not knowing we house was on fire.
Yeah. Sad.
Yes, we lose everything.
So
And
subsequent, following that, sometime later down, I want you to talk to us about becoming homeless, not having a place to stay, sleeping under people's house, sleeping all over the place, and also why you had to go to the older man. Yeah. Okay.
Well, let me take my time. I'm a little bit traumatized, but
take your time. You want to take a breather? We could take a breather if you wish. Just take a little while. That's no problem. Take a 5 minutes. Take a minute or so. Let me just talk to the audience a bit, guys. You're talking to the survivor, right? And again, I want you guys to pay special attention to her and how she able to remember and articulate everything that happened to her. Now, this person that we're speaking to right now is deemed by certain sector of the population as a crazy woman, a mad woman, and she's incapable of taking care of herself, incapable of taking care of her children. She is just incapable, as what is being said by the authorities, right? Later in her story, you're gonna hear the outcry when child protection agencies and the police came to her home to take her children away from her because as she would articulate very clearly later down, that they deem her as incapable. In addition to all of that stuff, we're going to speak about a particular situation that happened, and I swear to you guys, this is something that I have been investigating, and I am currently investigating, and advantage that was handed down to this lady by a very prominent, not prominent because he's not a prominent person at all, by some, he's not even popular. He's a dud really in my eyesight, but a radio personality, right, who had taken advantage of this young lady sexually, and we're going to put him on blast. Let's just take a little breather, guys. So much nasty and negative things was done to this lady you cannot and will not imagine, under the premise that she's incapable, she's mad, she's crazy, not understanding her life, not inquiring about what she's been through, not trying to find out the situations and the life and the current situation and the past situation and what brought her to where she is right now. No question asked. This is frustrating for her, hence the reason why she needs to share her story, hence the reason why she's here, hence the reason why we are going to really push hard to ensure that you get to keep her kids. Let me know when you're ready. Take your time. Just take your time and let me know when you're ready and you're ready to start back again. All right? And also later we will open up the phone lines so you guys could call in and speak to her. That would be like in the quarter to the hour, 6:45, around that time. We're going to open up the phone line so you guys will get opportunity to speak to her live on air. All right.
Yeah, already.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and while I go into Nulu, I was learning my trade and everything because I end up getting pregnant there with my first daughter. And while learning the trade there and stuff like that, I couldn't go on job training because I was almost to have the baby in March, early of March, because I was doing well in the hospitality field because they wanted to send me on job training in a restaurant. So the teacher tell me that she's not taking any chance because if anything happened there, they don't want to be responsible.
Right.
And the guy I got pregnant for, he was going to the same institution as me. So he finished and I didn't have time finish. Yeah.
Right.
And then I come and I was living by my mother all the time. And my stepfather, in his house, they call it the ranch, a piece of ranch. A little galvanized house, yeah, they call it the ranch. So I was actually living there with my mom and my little brother and her boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And you could see the hatred my stepfather have towards me. I don't know. I think because as he cannot get to interfere with me as when I was young. So that have a hatred against me with him. So he will tend to take my food, throw it for the dog, and actually wet me on the bed with a bowl of water, just actually pour it down on the bed where I'm sleeping on the bed. And my next little brother will lie down on the next side because we have to make it kind of snappy because it's 4 of us and it's not a big place to say that he could accommodate anything. So when his brother, like he wanted, like when he drink rum and thing, he wanted to have sex with me and to give me a night rest in his house. So I don't give in to men easy just like that. Because when I was stressed out under my problem, I can study man and so I lie down, I have to make bed, on 3 barrel, them wooden barrel with the iron cover line up. I have to take out some of my clothes from the hospital bag, what I pack to go down to the hospital to make my first daughter and other things and spread it on the barrel to lie down and praying from daylight to reach, because so I tossing and turning and all my belly will be squeezing through the spaces on the barrel. And I was lying down there taking a nap, He brother come and just heave about a bowl of water and me some go down through my nostril. So I had to kind of heave up because how he go down, he kind of burn me light. So I had to heave up from the bed and everything. And his sister, she work at the crazy house. She's a nurse. She works at Radun. Well, when I was up there, she wanted to give me a wrong injection to pass me out. But then she didn't succeed. But they have me on other medication.
Medication, yes. Pause it for a quick second again.
Yeah.
are you, someone asked, Spice asked, if at this point in time, if you're on any medication.
Well, yes, but not from Mongi.
Mongi,
No.
okay, not any kind of mental
No.
medication. Okay, no problem. All right.
No.
Talk to us about being homeless now and the challenges and things that was done to you. Just being in that environment where you don't have a home to go to.
Yeah, and what I mean, let me put it out because my chest is very heavy. So while so I had to call while I be pregnant, living by my mother and thing. I had to call the Ministry of Social Development, and they had me in a home in Sortes for battered women. So I was up there and everything. Well, I came and I make my daughter up there because I went by a pastor. They say he does do deliverance service and thing. I went there the Tuesday. The next day, early morning, me water bag bus and I go to make my daughter. But when I went in the deliverance, he told me that someone tries to tie the baby up and kill it because I didn't get any really couple movement from that baby, from the infant. So when he prayed and lay hand on my belly, I feel like the child actually move and come on my side. And the next day, me water bag bus and I had to go down to make her. When I go down and I make her, I came back in the home and everything. Well, one of the residents said that I abusing my daughter because they don't want to see me good in life. They just want to see me down in the gutter. So when I think now, well, they say they will call child protection to come and take the baby. I said, no. So what I did, I put some little clothes in a bag on my side, and I had the child on my side. Well, the fence wrong, he had a big gate with barbed wire or so. I don't know how I end up on the next side, but I climb up that gate with the barbed wire and I jump down.
With the child? With the child?
With the child, and the child don't get no bruise, nothing on his skin. It's only me that get a little scrape on my foot, and my pants get a little rip. And then he have this guy down, but he die now.
Mm-hmm.
I say, boy, you don't see, they want to take me child, you know. He say, well, how they could do you that? And then I just take a bus. When I take the bus now, I go to Kulong by my mother in Busiju. But when I go on the bus, one of the police officer, a woman police, she stopped that bus and tell me, get out, because all bus she see passing, she stopping to see if she see me and the child.
Mm-hmm.
But it happened that she see me in the bus with the child and she tell me, come on, they bring me in the station. They ask the home to take me back. They say they ain't taking me back because I jumped the fence. Well, they drop me down by my mother, which is a worst thing they do in Busiju.
Mm-hmm.
When I go down there, my life end up in a mess like a living hell. Oh God, like a living hell. No rest under my stepfather. No rest. So when I think now, my mother lie down there in the room because they give her a new house.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know, the woman tell me, you know, go by the Obia man to walk Obia on she boyfriend's sister. That is the same nurse that wanted to give me the wrong injection in the madhouse and everything. And well, I was on the bus going. She tell me give the Obia man me wrong name and give the Obia man She sister-in-law name, that is her boyfriend's sister. Well, while I was on the bus going, something pricked my conscience. And I had to get on that bus. I don't know how, but I had to come off that bus. And I meet a lady there. I say, Miss, looks XYZ situation, you know. She said, how your mother could tell you such a thing like that? She bring me in the station in Southers. They take the child in the station. And they let me go. To hell with me. Well, are they bawling? I say, oh God, they take me that, you know, and I don't know where they go with that. But then I go to put a knife to my throat because they take me child and he come like they want to treat me like if I is a nobody, like walk on me like if I is a garden. So yes, they want to walk on me. So I walk through Lamode now by a lady. I asked for some water. So I explained the situation to her. She said, my dear, I'm so sorry for you. She said, look, some change. You're going to pay bus with that and buy something to eat. I said, Miss, I don't have nowhere to sleep. I don't know where I'm going. She said, my dear, I have children for myself and I know what it is like to be homeless. When she said, well, you could sleep off by me and then until you get somewhere to go. Well, the woman, grandson, you know, asked me for sex, you know. I tell her, she said, don't bother with him. She tell him about it. He called the woman children in the States and tell her, look, she bring a stranger and she always to keep shitting. So they tell her that she have to get me out. Otherwise, they will come, pay a passage and come down and drag me outside. So she tell me, my dear child, I'm willing to help you, you know, but as you see what going on.
Yes.
One thing, then she, nephew, tell me to call that radio announcer because he does help people.
Right.
So when I call, So when I call him for help, that time chikungunya, they just start to break out in Grenada here.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did know, well, he bring me down to his radio station place. Mm-hmm. He tell me sit down on the chair because just as you enter, you will see some chairs that way you have to sit down. So I sit down on the couch, and then he went and talked to one of his workers, that is the same lady I used to stay by, nephew. So he was driving his van because, and then he come back and he tell me, walk with him. When I walk with him, because he tell me he going to help me to get somewhere to stay and to get me daughter back.
Right.
But I didn't know what was his intention. So when I go where he bring me, I see this thin piece of sponge. Like what them shiny was actually you could actually fold it up and go and camp with it when you go and camp. Yeah. So I see that spread there and a desktop computer on the table. Them long time ago computer. Mm-hmm. But I see the man now, like actually put me like on the ground.
That's the radio. That's the radio announcer, right?
Yeah.
That's the radio announcer. Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So I fighting back, you know, like he don't resisting, you know, like he don't giving up. So he actually put his weight on me. And when he put his weight on me, because he's strong, so he does drink a lot of rum and thing, and a lot of alcohol and smoke and thing. So I said, fighting back, and he pulled down my pants and my panty and actually had sex with me without my consent. So when he get up now, I pulling up my pants and my panty and I say, you see, I don't call you for that. I call you for help, man, and that's what you do to me, man. He say, well, hold on, wait before you go. One more thing. So when I walking out and go, because I vex, because look at what he do me, like he brutalized my body, like he used me instead he helped me. So when I walking out, going out of my vexation now, he come in and say, hold on, wait. Just 1-2 more minutes, come. So he actually pulled me back, actually put me sit down on the table, we Dexter computerized, and he actually like had sex with me, man. And when he finally was ejaculated, he hauled out. So I report that to the police and them in the station because I don't like this thing. Because anybody
that radio announcer, he raped you. You went to him for assistance.
Yes.
He made you feel as if that he was coming there and he was going to give you that assistance. That radio announcer is somewhere up in St. Patrick. We're going to do more investigation on this story and we will reveal the identity of this radio announcer. Don't worry, I'm on the case. He brought you in with the assumption that you're going to help you, but he raped you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then when I go to the police in Sortes, they call him along with myself and one of his workers that work along with him and the lady I used to stay by for the time, grandson too. So nothing to really come out of that because they wouldn't find any truth there. How you could have him and have a converse with him in the presence of me? Where would you get the truth? Where would the truth come out?
Right. So he's saying that he didn't do it. The police called him, both of you guys on the conversation, and of course he's denying it, and already they deem you as a crazy woman. Like, who listens to that mad woman anyway? It's my word against hers. Of course, they took his word, and nobody's listening to you. Now, here's what I want you to do for me. Me. That radio announcer in the studio, describe what he was wearing, what you remember what he was wearing, and also describe the studio for us.
Yes. Because that happened in 2013-14 there.
Right, at that time, if you could remember as much as you can.
Yeah, I picturing it now. Mm-hmm. The radio place, it is a wall place that you could actually go down. I think it's in a downstairs building, like, and I think you have a route to go inside it, and you have a cemetery on the other side. I don't know if they move now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he was wearing a Hanes V-neck white jersey, plain white jersey, a brown khaki pants with 2 pockets on the side, 2 big pockets on the side. You could actually unstick it and stick it back, and a navy blue underpants and a brown sandals in his foot.
A brown sandals?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I say, well, officer, I go watch a big man show and lie on him. Do you know the man actually leave the station laughing at me, laughing. And then he turned and tell me, don't call him back on the radio for help again. Well, I didn't get justification for that. I decided to go further. I put it all on the papers. I go all on MTV News and talk about it. Came the radio station, yeah. And then it have a particular lady, she always calling on Plead Your Cause program sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear she say, oh, you, don't bother with that woman. That woman is a crazy woman. She lie on the man. And since from that, nobody do come to me aid. Nobody look at me as a nobody. And they treat me like trash.
Yes. I want to put that radio announcer on high alert, right? Because you same radio announcer, the one that like to bump your gum and talk about all kind of people business. You like to talk, I'll give you something to talk about. The same radio announcer You just be on all the time and you just mouthing in everybody's business. The same one that they called Bumpy Face the last time. The same, this ready announcer, you little piece of nastiness, are ready for you. We're ready for you, and you will be exposed to the world for the nastiness that you do and you've been doing. And I'm sure that that's not the first person that you did this to. I'm positive that that is not the first person that you did it to, your nasty, stinking man. I tell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. And then, and then my life now end up in homeless. So I end up in, what do you call that place again? La Poutrie. Yeah, I end up there looking for like actually nitrous and thing. And then this lady gave me a nitrous. But what happened to she did cook some food and I ate it. But then I did get you with a little hole on in an Indian store in Grenville. But it happened that I was just actually feeling sick. You know, I just started passing stool non-stop and my eyes began to feel diluted. You know, and my mouth began to feel watery, running water. So I asked the boss for excuse to go to the doctor because I wasn't feeling well. So when I go to the doctor, he told me that it was slow food poisoning in my intestine. So he told me, be careful who I eat from because I was at the verge of dying at that time in the state I was. And I get weak. I pass stool till I feel weak. Slow poisoning in food, you know.
Slow poisoning. Hear how bad, hear how horrible these things get, this get, guys. If your head is not just busting out right now, guys, you're not human. Because I am livid right now, right? I am livid right now. Now, being impoverished doesn't make you a bad person. People treat this lady as if she was an animal. I want you to talk to us briefly about when you was out there and homeless and begging for food and asking people for help, and someone that you thought was giving you food, tell me what they give you instead. When they tell me that scenario.
Yeah, well, I was actually going around asking for food because days I didn't eat anything because I will rest off anyway. I will rest off below people's house. Even if I go for a nitrous and I got a nitrous, if it is from a male or female, they will want to climb me. And I will say, no. I don't come here for that. If you give me a nitrous, give me a nitrous because I'm all exhausted, drained, and tired from all the days I didn't sleep and walking homeless on the street. Yes. And they will put me out midnight. And I have to knock off some way. Sometimes I even have to end up in the old church and sleep on an old piece of wooden bench full of water with the rain fall and flying and all the roof just no roof, nothing. Because tends rain will fall and tends to wet me. I will go to, different church for help and they will seem to look at me as nobody, It's like even some of the pastors turn me down. Even some of the people in the church turn me down. So I say, well, God, so I had to leave. Because in the day, you could walk around and think, but when night is where you lay your head. So I say, Lord, where are you heading for when the next day come? So it have this guy passing. So I say, oh God, you don't hungry me something I eat now, hungry my belly going drop. All the gas and wind in your belly. So he say, here, I have a sandwich. When I open it, a big dead frog. And yeah, I had to throw it. Yes, I thought I could have taken me there. One big frog, I think they call it the crapper. One big dead frog.
I don't. This is so inhumane, and this is not how human beings treat other human beings. This is not how people treat people. This is not nice. I don't like it. I don't like it.
No.
I don't like what happened to you. Simply because people never listen to you. Simply because people don't listen to your story. Simply because people think that you're stupid and you're mad and you're poor and you don't have a voice and you can't articulate and they feel like you can't talk about your experience. People treated you that way as if you was an alien.
Yeah.
That's not nice. And everybody who treated you like that, they have something coming for them. They have justice. They have what is coming for them. Particularly, I'm particularly interested in that radio announcer, because he is the person that sits on the podium and speak and yap and yap and yap and yap and yap and yap Monday to Monday, talking a whole pile of crap. Never want to help nobody do crap. If I was outside, I would have said a different word. Never want to help anybody do anything. Instead, he's using his position, his little position, to be on radio with under the disguise of helping people. Instead, allegedly sexually molested this lady. And you know what? I believe her story. I believe her story. And I feel your pain. I really, honestly, seriously feel your pain and what you're going through. Let's move a little bit forward. Recently, and I feel your pain. Sorry, hold on. Let me just mute something. 1 second. Yeah. Recently, Child Protection Authority and the police came knocking at your door while you was breastfeeding your child. Why did they come to your house? The time that you went live on Facebook?
Well, they said that I actually threatened to burn down the house. I don't even have intention of harming my kids, because it's not easy to go through 9 months pregnancy and you have to lose all this blood and still have to have energy to push that child out, because making children is life or death. And to see, well, in all these 5 children I have, the first 2, they took it from me since 3 months. My first daughter is 8 years. My second daughter is about 6 to 7 years. And my son will be 5 years in June. And my daughter is 1 year old. And I have a son I just make a newborn. He's just 5 weeks old.
Take your time. Take your time, Mom. Take your time. Take a break. Take a break for a little bit. Take a break for a little bit. We're watching Ridealong live, and we're talking to this mother. And you guys hear what she's been through. You guys been listening to her story. This is a sad and difficult one, but it's a necessary one. It's kind of those stories that everybody shy away from because nobody wants to touch it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Oh, this guy, we can't talk about it because he's probably politically connected or some sort, right? But let them hear this very clearly, right? we are coming for them, and we are coming, and we are going to make this person and let the world know the kind of person that this person is and what he's doing and what he have been doing. Stay tuned. Mother, mommy, take your break, take your time, Don't rush it, just take your time. Take your time. In fact, let's just take a little break. Kobe, just drop a quick commercial break there, and we'll be right back. You're watching Ride Along Live. We'll be right back. Don't move. Hi, my name is Junior George, founder and host of Ride Along Live, and I'm inviting you to become a paid subscriber to this platform. With your support of just $4.99 per month, you could do so much to help this platform grow and to help us help you and others around the world. We encourage you to click that link and become a supporter today. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. All right, guys, we're back here, and of course, we encourage everyone to click that link and become a supporter. Today, we're still speaking with the survivor. She's been through a whole lot. If you've been watching the story from the beginning, you hear her story from since she was 10, 11 years old. She was sexually molested up until as of a few years ago, when she was taken advantage of by a prominent, not prominent, he's not a prominent radio personality, a radio personality. All right. She's been taken advantage of almost all her life. We finally got an opportunity to share her story when everybody else that she's been through, they didn't take her seriously. She had echoed some of these same sentiments on other local radio stations in Grenada, but nobody actually took her up. She went to the police. They basically laughed her off. They didn't believe her. They didn't answer or even ask any questions. They just pushed her aside as if she was crazy, as if she's some kind of fly on the wall or something like that. She built the courage to come and share her story today, and we're happy to share it here on The Ride. Yeah, Mom. So,
Yeah.
You're in your house now breastfeeding.
Yeah. Well, actually, I live with my boyfriend.
Okay.
I live with my boyfriend. He does security work, and he left me home with the children, and I will tell him, lock the house and go with the key, because I is not a limer. I don't really mingle with people. And with this COVID thing going around, I'm trying to protect me and my children.
Right.
So the only place I will go is in clinic with them and back home.
Right.
Well, where he's staying is a rent he's paying from his brother in the States. And his sister will call the brother and tell him all sorts of lawless things about me, which is not true. So the brother send and tell my boyfriend, that is his brother, that me and the kids have to leave. And he could stay. So his sister have a problem with me being in the yard here, causing problem with me. Because why? I don't really go outside, because I don't really want her to attack me. So I'm trying to stay on the peaceful side. Well, one Saturday, I was breastfeeding. I was washing, my son clothes and my daughter clothes in the veranda. And he was crying, and my boyfriend was holding him on the couch. So while I was washing, she came, you are cutting out your neck, I must kill you. You. So when I think now, I sit down there and I shake my head and I smile. She said, yes, shake your head and smile. She said, anytime my brother gone to work, lock up inside there like a corned beef. And when he come out like a turtle. So I don't answer. So my boyfriend was beating, getting ready to go to work because I was attending to my son. And my daughter was sitting on the couch. But the radio announcer in Grenada here had a program going on about relationship and all kind of things. So I call and give me view. I don't call nobody name. I don't say anything. Well, I see down there and all here. Blam, blam, blam. Blam in the door. She and her daughter come to beat me, I have the voice note in my phone. Beat me, all I do, I just keep everything. I don't say a word. And then my boyfriend had to come out of the bathroom with all his soap on his skin, with the towel around him. And they tell her she not supposed to do that. Because while she was blaming there, she put in my children in a traumatic state.
Yes.
So when she think now, my daughter was just sitting there and she was traumatized a bit. So I had to report it to the police, what she told me. Well, the police came and they tell her about it. She cut she neck on a block. She never tell me that. Mm-hmm. Well, one thing now, she swing it back on my boyfriend's son, girlfriend, and tell her, come and see something. The girl called police on you because she tell the police who threatened to cut her she neck. The woman tell me, she get to hit me for that, She pressure go up. I say, oh God, no, not you. The police come for man. She. So I say, well, the police go come to you, and he come in she yard. So I think, she say, officer, you don't see that girl? That girl wicked me. Brother don't want her here. She had to go. She had to take she things and go. So one thing, I tell you, the Monday, that was the 7th of this month, because they give me up to the 15th to go, a week to go.
Yeah.
They calling, making inquiries and everything, because we have to get somewhere else to rent. But I didn't expect that my boyfriend dress and he go to work, and I see down breastfeeding my son, on the bed, and my daughter lie down on the bed sleeping, So I dare here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. So I hear, Miss Mason, I'm here to have a word with you. I'm not here to take the children, but I'm here to have a word with you. I say, well, talk, I'm listening. Because I don't open day unless my boyfriend gives me the permission to do so.
Right.
So I tried calling him, but the phone was going to voicemail. So I don't know who to call it because I did under heavy pressure. And it's me and them children alone home. And they say, well, we're not going to leave until you come out or we will break open and come inside. I don't know if they say that for me to get freed and just give up for them.
Right.
So I sit down there and I see they continue knocking. I say, well, they all come to raise me pressure or something, or they all come to send me mad. So when I think now, I don't know, I understand my boyfriend's son help them knock up there, and he tell them are causing problem in the yard, which is not true. I'm innocent about that because since I come here, I don't break a word with him. He don't really know me. He just seen me around. And if I go out the road, no, people don't know me because it's a stranger around here.
Right. Right.
So when I think, he, girlfriend say, he give the police a cutlass and a hammer, and they break open and come inside here. They bust through the room and a whole squad of them, Well, a day when my daughter is sleeping, on the bed there, well, he pick her up, and telling her, wake up, So I pull in her now. I say, oh God, they got me daughter. So when he think now, he hand that to one of the ladies. So I self go over my son so for them to take him. I say, well, all you ain't come to take my children, so all you doing? So I think now, and the man actually twist up me right hand, and he shoved me hand in me bosom and fling out my breast from his son's mouth. And then by the time I go to snap them, they gone out on me. I don't make them out. They grab Bella Pampers, everything, bag of clothes, and they gone like they fighting me inside here.
And,
They go
and most of that what transpired, you were on Facebook Live at the time, but your picture was kind of blurry. We wasn't able to make out everything.
Yeah, because the body my phone, it kind of raising up, so I glue it with Glorilla glue. So the glue may be run down in the camera, part the front camera.
Right,
so
and it's blurry.
That's why it makes it difficult. Yeah, that's why.
We're gonna put a link so people could check out the live that she did while going through this process, so everybody could see and hear and understand what you've been through during this time. Now, let me take a break right there, and I want to give the folks on the live an opportunity to call in and talk to us a bit on what you just heard here on this story. The number that you call, 718-701-5720. Even if you want to call and offer a word of just solidarity, just whatever. Phone lines are open, 718-701-5720. Give us a call right now. And I saw someone say, please try to get her justice. We're going to get her justice. We're going to get her help. We're going to make sure that the people who treated this lady as a piece of crap, they pay for what they did, because we know who they are. Right? We know who they are. We have rapists amongst us. And the worst thing about it is these rapists and these people and them who are doing this nastiness, they are sitting on their platform and they are defending other rapists and other people that are doing crap. Right? They need to be exposed. They need to be exposed. Right? And you don't listen to them and they have some kind of authority over you. People listen to them and they feel like they're speaking with some kind of authority. They don't have no authority. They shouldn't be given any kind of respect. They should be treated for like the rapists that they are. And that's how they should be treated. And we will let the world know who they are. All right, let's open up the phone line. 718-701-5720. We're taking your call live on the line. 718-701-5720. You could call in live. Don't call on the WhatsApp, guys. Call direct because she's on the WhatsApp. So I'll be able to have you on, and you could even have a conversation with her. 718-701-5720. While we wait on the call, Mom, you were saying something before I cut you off. Go ahead, finish your thought. Hello?
Yeah.
You were saying something before I cut you off. I don't know if you had a train of thought.
I was saying to before you proceed, I want to get it all out. Yeah. So when they came now and they go with the kids, I call Child Protection Authority. I call Ministry of Social Development. They say they don't know anything about my kids. 3 weeks now, I've been crying for my kids. Sleepless night. I can't even eat as I should. It's not really easy to see. I'm watching my son play pen in the room here, and the bed actually where my child is lying with me. Oh God. Junior, it's not easy for me. It's not easy. No. It's not easy for me. It's not easy. No. I hope like those that are listening, they feel my pain, because anybody could end up in a situation like me too, and even worse, because I also call the minister, for social development, Yes. She bash me, she get on with me, she tell me it's not them that take children, it's Child Protection Authority, and she tell me, oh, I can't do nothing for that. I'm my own problem dealing with it. And everything. I call the PM Sunday gone. I did not know he was in a meeting. He said, who it is? I tell him my name. I say, well, it's urgent. I need to talk to you as soon as possible, please. He said, I can't talk now. Hang up phone on me. And thing. So all police I go to, they don't know nothing about my children, even those in the authority place. So I said, whole weekend, since they take my children up to now, I've been trying and being on these people back and no justice, for me and for what they do to me breast, because they even more up inside here. Me boyfriend had to come out to work next day, and dig out more with cutlass, like if inside there is a garden, and everything, and we don't get justice, because the Wednesday was his birthday. And the Tuesday, the Monday evening, they take them. No hat on my daughter head, no socks in she foot, no hat on my son head, and monkey suit he had on. I don't know what they wrap him up in, and they gone with them children. All how me and him try, no success. So I decided to come and ride along and air my views, because it's not easy for me. People could just watch me, but they don't know I'm very eat up on the inside. You know? Yes, I'm very eat up on the inside. 3 weeks now, is my son. What they giving that infant to drink is supposed to be breastfeeding. Every time I have to be expressing milk from my breast for it to cause no abscess or give me fever. It's not easy for me. My children is nowhere to be found, and I would say they kidnap our children. We need justice, and I want my kids back, because I cannot sleep here in the night without my children. I can't even eat without my children, because my children come like parts from my body, and and I cannot function because I need that parts from my body to function.
Yes. We will make that call on your behalf with your permission to find out more information. I said we will make that call with your permission and authorization to Child Protection to inquire about off-air though. Inquire about the situation with your kids. I know you also have a 7-year-old child that you have never seen since she was taken away, right?
Yeah. And that man suffer me, and they fight me in court for my own daughter. I go to legal aid for a lawyer, and they turn me down. And it have a lawyer there along with the Child Protection Authority fighting me for my own child. And the father who are pregnant for tell the judge I is a crazy woman. I say you watching me and call me a crazy woman. I say you more mad than me, because I say if you see a crazy woman like me, you will never get me pregnant. And I say you will never tell me you have 5,000 grand to give me. Where the 5,000 grand? I say give me. I say that is what you put in my belly, the 5,000 grand, and that is the child.
Yeah, under the premise that everyone perceive or saying that you are crazy, so no one listen to you. I'm happy that you got an opportunity and you came on to tell us this story here. As I said, we will do whatever we could do from here on to inquire about your kids and see how we could assist in that regards. If you feel depressed in any way, we do have psychologists, clinical psychologists that we have access to, and I still think that is something that you should take on. Just speak to someone, because you do need a lot of counseling, professional counseling, and we could make that available to you. We will make that available to you. We'll have someone on our team contact you and make that accessible to you. And as it relates,
because they even
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, they even wanted me to do an evaluation. So I say, what does that mean? Evaluation to see if I'm mad. I say, you find a look at a mad woman. I say, you go come and meet a mad woman breastfeeding she child and next one sleeping. I say, a mad person won't do that, because I say, if I'm mad, since I make my son, they would have known that since in the hospital, and they would have called you all to come and have him removed from my care immediately. So what point are you trying to prove now?
Yeah.
So I say, I mind my daughter till she reach 1 year, and my son is just 4-5 weeks. You know? So I say, what point are you trying to do? I say, my past have nothing to do with what's going on in my children's life. I say, don't use my past against me.
Right.
I say, my past is my past. I say, we're dealing with the present and future now. I say we don't going back to the old days. We're dealing with what is ahead. We ain't going backward, we're going forward.
Yes, yes.
So I say, are you trying to time me up or some kind of thing? Because they call my boyfriend in a meeting and they tell him we have to work on getting somebody to go and have somebody with me because he work more at night. Have somebody with me to see about the children and all kind of things. So I say, what wrong with me? I say, I'm not an invalid. I am not a lunatic. I say, look, all my children is in good condition. So what is the point now? I say, why is the problem now? We don't need nobody to help us with our children because nobody never come and help me in the delivery room to push them out and make them. Right. So I say, I make it how I could, because I say, look how much children out there. Who children for them to take, they don't take in. So why is me they always on? Why they picking on me like beans?
Because they say that you're mad. It's funny that no one had a conversation with you because I'm asking all my viewers, does this person that we spoke to for this whole hour and 23 minutes, does she sound like somebody that's insane or mad or crazy, deserve to be in the madhouse? I'm asking you guys, honestly, listen to how she spoke. Listen to how she was able to remember everything, articulate everything, speak about everything, understand everything. Does that sound like the voice of a mad woman, a mad person? Just from what you're hearing. I don't think so, and the funny thing about it is, I listen to her. So this is not the first time we had this conversation. Before she came on air, we had a lengthy conversation, right? We sometimes have a pre-interview for that lasts sometime about 2 hours where I get to go over all her stories and stuff like that. And the story that she told me a few hours ago is exactly the same story that she's telling me now. It's no different in the description, or it's no difference in terms of how the story is or go or went. No, she is precisely on point, and she is telling me the same story that she told me, and the same story that she mentioned weeks ago. So I don't think that you're a mad person. I think that you are very, very smart. I think that, it's just that you have been dealt a bad hand. And that could happen to any one of us. It's not like you expect or you asked to be in this situation. You are in a situation, you were in a difficult situation in your as childhood, and you are where you are right now, but that doesn't mean that that's who you will be in the future. And your strength, I think with your strength, I just think positive things I just feel that positive things is gonna come to you going forward. And I appreciate you coming and talk to us. And I can pledge our support to help you if in any way, whether it's, financially or otherwise. If you need any kind of assistance that we could assist, that we could be there for you, we're willing to help.
Mr. Junior, before you close off, actually, I don't really know who, because sometimes I just want somebody to talk to just to clear certain things on my mind. But if the Lord lay on the heart to sow a seed or what, I will be grateful. But I don't force things on people. Right. I don't really like asking people for cash. That is not my norm.
I got you.
What are they on the spiritual side? But if they're willing, I will be grateful.
Got you.
But I'm glad that you come out and you bring this story out and everything. But I don't really have appetite right now to eat or drink anything because I just sit down here watching the playpen, everything, my son pampers, wipes inside it, and I can't stomach that because they say we could come and arrange, to see the children under supervised visit for an hour. And they say if any disruption, they're going to get the police to put me out. What Grenada come to, Lord have mercy? What Grenada come to for me own children? I want back me children. Oh God, I want me daughter and me son back, please. I cannot move forward without me children. I hope some people hearing me cry and want me children. Don't do people that. God not sleeping. Don't do that. To people, all you have children for all yourself. And when they actually take them children, they say, oh, nice babies. They want to put me children up for adoption. I did not give all you the right to do so. And all you did not have no right or the agility to do me that. That is prejudice and injustice. All you doing to people. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I want my children back, please, before the month up. Please. Whole week I've been crying. A tired cry. A tired cry. A tired cry. Because they look at it as they take the first two, so they have a target on me to go with these last two. Why? Who children for them to take, Mr. Junior? They don't take in. So why they always on my back? Why they always on my back? You know, like a donkey. Why they always on my back like a donkey? That is not right. Don't do this thing to people. Don't do it. I want my children back, please, before the month up. It is not easy to watch my son sleeping here right now and my daughter do a pillow on the bed day. I cannot stomach that. And then they say we have to make arrangement to see them. Yes, I would like to go, but I'm willing but a week. I cannot stomach that to face to see my daughter being away from me and my son all this time and to go and see them. And when we go in the ball to come behind us, how I go feel to see your children crying, you know, to come behind you, crying, you know, to come behind you. Right now, they traumatize me children. They traumatize them. They traumatize all now. When they go with them, they traumatize them. Yes, my children. And you want to tell me, Junior, they win my son so early. They win him. And they say breast is best. All this disease that's going on in the world here, his immune system weak. So that's why he need the breast milk to protect him from cold and fever and all this kind of full-blown disease that's going on there. They don't say breast is best. Breastfeed your child as long as you want. They say breastfeed up to 6 months. You could breastfeed as long as you want. You could breastfeed as long as you want. That comes as a term of you bonding with your child. But you see, they throw the mother goat aside and they go with the kid. So right now, that mother goat been crying for she young one. She crying for she young one.
Yes. Yes. All right. Let's leave it right there. We're going to continue the rest of this behind the scenes, and I'll talk to you off air, and we take it from there, right? Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. This will continue off air. Any last word before we leave? Any last word you want anything last thing you want to say before we wrap up?
Okay, I will say, well, I'm in a deep state of exhaustioniness, and I'm actually drained right now, and worn out. I don't really have appetite to eat anything for the night. I don't have no appetite to maybe make some tea or something, because this thing, you know, it's not easy for me and it's not easy for the father. No, because the Monday they go with them, the Tuesday he fall long in the yard there, because he come crying, he say he don't see daughter, because when I put her sit down on the couch there, she breaking she neck to she. When she see she father, she calling him. Yeah, she calling him.
Yes.
Yeah, she got custom with us. So I want to say thanks for all who come out and support, although they couldn't really see me, but they could hear me voice and everything. And if anybody maybe want to reach out to me and say a few words, you know, Mr. Junior could give them a number so they could give me a shout. Are they here? Are they here? Trying to take it easy? Are they here?
Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. If anyone wants to speak to you directly, I'm going to pass on your number to them, all right?
Yeah.
All right. So we appreciate you, and we're gonna keep in touch. Okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
The cry of a mother, dread. If all didn't feel this story, dread, I don't know. Are they not human? Are they not human, dread? Let's open up the phone lines for a quick minute. Kobe, put the number up. Let's open up the phone lines for a good 5 minutes and see if anyone wants to call in. This is your opportunity to call as well. The number 718-701-5720. Let's talk a bit. 718-701-5720. A mother's cry, sharing her story of what happened to her from since she was 10 years old. Sexually molested, just homelessness, treated badly, raped, abused, used. Now her kids have been taken away from her. She don't have her kids, and she's crying. Amongst all of the problems that she's having and she had in her life, what's mostly concerning to her at this point in time is that she cannot bond again with her child, a very young child who she needs and who needs her at this point in time, and they're not making that available to her at this moment. But we're gonna investigate this and speak to Child Protection and find out what was the problem, what's the bottleneck situation, and see how we could intervene to get her answers in this case. All right. 718-701-5720. We're gonna be up, open the phone lines again for keep it open for another 2 minutes. If anyone wants to call in, this is your opportunity to call. 718-701-5720. Also, if you want to speak to the mother, only serious people, if you want to speak to her directly, you could inbox us and we'll give you her contact information and you could talk to her directly. That's available. She would like, if people have anything to say, she's definitely available to hear from you guys. Again, 718-701-5720. Phone lines open for another 2 minutes if you guys want to call, and then we'll close it off, all right? Yeah, Nikki Jackson is saying, indeed, a very, very, very sad story. The boyfriend, we will do an interview with him as well. He will probably put that out tomorrow. He's not working tomorrow, so he'll be able to chat with us tomorrow. All right, guys. The rest of the work we're going to do behind the scenes, and we will keep everyone up to date as to the progress of this case. This is a case that we will be continuously updating you guys about, so just keep checking back to the page for more information on that. Remember, Ride Along Live is where everyone have a story to tell. And when we say everyone have a story to tell, we mean everyone. Everyone have a story to tell. It doesn't matter if you're rich or you're poor. It doesn't matter if you're gay or you're straight. It doesn't matter. When we say everyone have a story to tell, we really do mean that everyone have a story to tell. You too might have a story that you would like to share. We urge you to inbox us and get it off your chest. Inbox us on the Ride Along page, or of course you could call our number at any point in time. We're always available to talk, 718-701-5720. We also have clinical psychologists that we could link you up with. We have a support staff, a very dedicated and caring support staff who ensure that whenever someone needs someone to talk to, that we are there, right? I know sometimes we get calls 11, 12 o'clock in the night, and sometimes those are the most important ones, because the calls that you get in at those points in time is sometimes when people desperately need someone to talk to. And we are there, just answering the phone, sometime in our sleep. But we have to take the call. Sometimes we're talking people off of a ledge because they are that close to doing something very drastic to their lives. And that's why we're here, and that's why we continue to do, right? Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for being a part of our program, guys. We appreciate you so much. On behalf of all our production team here in studio with me, we have Jacoby. Kobe, you want to turn that camera a little bit to you? Let me show you guys. Technical staff behind the scenes. Jacoby, right there, right. He's manning the cameras. He's manning all the cameras and making sure that everything runs through smoothly. He works very, very hard, very hard behind the scenes, guys. So big up to Jacoby for doing an amazing job all the time. In the chat room, we have Deanne Fraser, we have Kibbs, and we also have Gail Charles. Thank you so much for moderating the chat. And our our executive producer extraordinaire, we have Lois JJ Lynn. Thank you so much for ensuring that you keep the program moving every day with content. Guys, we want you to be a part of what we do here at Ridealong. If it's your first time or if it's not your first time, we want you guys to consider to being a supporter of what we do right here. You could become a supporter. It's very easy. Let me tell you guys how you could do that right now. This is the information, how you can become a supporter of the program. Hi, my name is Junior George, founder and host of Ridealong Live. And I'm inviting you to become a paid subscriber to this platform. With your support of just $4.99 per month, you could do so much to help this platform grow and to help us help you and others around the world. We encourage you to click that link and become a supporter today. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. All right, yeah. So that's how you could become a supporter of Ridealong Live. This is what you do. You click that link right there, that little icon at the bottom there, and you can become a supporter of the program. All right, and it's about paying it forward. All right, that's what it is, about paying it forward. What else? Oh, guys, I gotta tell you about my birthday party. Night Mass, right, is my official birthday party. It goes down on the 13th of May. It's Friday, May 13th. We're making it a glow fete. It's a glow fete, right? It's a glow fete. So I want everybody, no matter if you're in Florida, if you're in Miami, just you have enough time, guys, get down to New York for May 13th. I believe that might be Mother's Day weekend. Maybe, I'm not sure. But it's my birthday celebration. Come and celebrate with us, and all the team here at Ridealong. Is Night Mass. No, this is the concept. It's a glow fete. It's a glow fete. So it's free body paint. Wear white if possible. We will have white outfit that you could pick up as well. But wear white so you could glow. Wear white so you could glow, guys. But we have free glow sticks, free body paint, and real vibes. Kobe, drop the commercial real quick. This is the glow fete. Yeah, that's Night Mass, guys. It would be epic. It would be epic. Can't afford to miss it. May 13th. Mark it on your calendar right now, guys. Tickets go on sale on Friday. Tickets go on sale on Friday. All right? Tickets on sale on Friday. Don't forget it, guys. We want to see everybody in the building. Thanks for watching, guys. On behalf of all our team here, we say good night and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Grenadians, you asked for change, and we are bringing the change. Change is a we thing, but change requires a contribution from all of us. Remember, one cocoa fills the basket. Make a contribution to NDC's grassroots campaign for change today. Click the link below to make your contribution. Thank you.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
And Promotion presents Cream. Yes, cream of the crop. The best of the best. Soca DJs out of Brooklyn and Queens. Come party with the best of the best every other Saturday at 9 p.m. starting from April 2nd through July 23rd at 204 Parkside Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Get your $20 early bird tickets at eventbrite.com. This event will also be streamed live globally. Photographers and videographers will be on site to catch you in your best party mode. Advance tickets $20. At the door, you pay more. Season 1, Episode 1.
Do you feel sick? Are you unsure? Or need to travel, but can't afford the long, exhausting lines? Then you need to be tested for COVID-19. Here at All Pro Health Lab, you can schedule your appointment online. No wait, no lines, no hassle. And get your results back in 30 minutes or less. Call now to find out more. 516-828-1808. Our agents are always ready to help. Hear why everyone is talking about All Pro Lab. It's quick, efficient, and tests are guaranteed in 30 minutes or less with full certification. Check us out online at allprolab.com or call 516-828-1808. All Pro Health Lab. Call today.